I was a lawyer, and who the fuck was he? Right? But all he kept saying is, yo, y'all ain't got no guns, right? 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 This whole shit was a setup. And Reggie ass was in on it, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly. Until it's proven in court. And then I can say, I told y'all so. All the shit prior. Now, I'm gonna tell you the person I'm a little, I did a little research on. You know that attorney? Yeah. We were told he was an attorney, right? He had a card saying he was an attorney. Somebody said he was. Somebody said, now, I'm gonna be honest. If you hear me out, if this is gonna make you open your eyes, Frank, was it necessary for all of us to go there and hear that? Or did just Ravi have to go? Why did we have to go? See what I'm saying? Reggie could have had a meeting with all of us. So insistent that we were there. Remember how much he made a big deal? I need all you guys over here. I need all you guys at this time. Why did they do that? Give me an answer on that. See what I'm saying? First of all, I'm the owner of the company. We're getting the licenses and working. Isn't that business end of it? Isn't that something between the manager of the company and the person getting a license? But you never hold a key. I don't know that with employees. Not with all the employees there. And then it said, till we get there, remember how he went off? Richie went off when he stopped us with his motivation? See how mad he was to that guy? And then, look at the message. Really? Did he say anything in that whole meeting? Or did he just talk about not carrying a weapon? What else they said, Greg? It was hard for me to even remember anything else he said. I don't know what he said either. He made it a point to make sure about the weapon. He made it a point. He made it a point. Now, didn't Reggie tell y'all that he didn't tell these dudes not to have their weapon? And Frank supposed to have his weapon in the book. He talked about whooping in the car, all that. They had meetings with a fake ass lawyer that they say they don't know who the fuck this dude was. That was some business for them to handle. That guy to handle with Reggie. They didn't need security to be there to have this meeting with this guy to tell him not to carry no guns. And why he kept stressing not having no guns, not having no guns, not having no guns. Because they knew the fucking hit on Tupac was already down, right? And Reggie ass knew it too. Allegedly. See that guy? And then, look at the message. Really? Did he say anything in that whole meeting? Or did he just talk about not carrying a weapon? What else they said, Greg? It was hard for me to even remember anything sure Michael Moore ain't have no gun. And then he asked Michael Moore, you still got your gun? He's like, hell yeah. Like, Michael, you can't have your gun, right? So then what they did is they switched off Frank and Michael Moore on Tupac. They put Frank on Tupac because they knew Michael Moore had his gun. And they convinced Frank not to have his gun. And then listen what he say here.
And I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, we got the problem. But I didn't say that. But then, when Betty made a big deal about me and you doing the switch, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. And remember I told you. I said, that show was weird. Ask him Williams. I told him something was going to happen. They all laughed at me. I said, Tim, something's going to happen. This was after you left me? No, it was after I left. You and Pop. Because I went back to my room, remember? Remember when I told you that me and Tim stopped because of Tim Grant? Why would I have done that, Frank? Why would I have stopped Tim's truck? I stopped and I said, Tim, I have to get out. And Tim was mad, you know, they going to trip on you. I said, Tim, I have to get out. Me and Tim were arguing in front of Tim Grant. While the fight was going on. The reason we were arguing is I kept saying, I have to get out. You see what I'm saying? And then he said, well, get out. All you're going to do is get out. Pissed off if I
What's going on, good people? All right. We in our third year of Streets Finest podcast, and you know, uh, I done finished my celebration of the month. You know, I started like June 22nd to July 22nd to give you hour long timelines of videos. And do some uh you know some commentary because I be into the video. I be listening to who's speaking, and I don't be trying to interrupt that, as well as to give you some tunes, some unsung tunes. We're listening to Larry Hutchins, 1974. A lot of people don't know who he is, and do your research. Dynamite R&B singer, but the powers that be didn't pick him to be the big star that he should have been. Just like in this day and time, you know, it's always a middleman trying to tell you what's hot and what's not, and then they'll put the support behind you. You could be better than three other people that's in front of you. But if the middlemen or the high ups feel like that you're not going to be beneficial to them, or you're not going to follow suit or fall in line, they're going to keep you in the back. And that's just what it is. So, or sometimes the competition is just real stiff, and they look at their main point, a record label main point is to sell records. So if you take 4 acts and you evaluate who gonna sell more records, that's who they going with. Sometimes artists have to take their time and build their audience. For instance, Jay-Z. Nobody wanted to sign Jay-Z. So Jay-Z got Dame and Biggs together. They got that dough together, and they put that dough together, and they put their own music and videos out. And once people saw that they were moving independent and getting the buzz, making noise, doing shows, getting money, they went to the venues like the Rock the Mic or Summer Jam. They were paying the venues, hey man, I got 10,000. Let me go rock the mic for 10 minutes in front of the whole crowd. So it's like they created their own situation. And once that, they buzzing now, they moving some units, and you know, they seeing a little money. Probably, if they invested 40,000, now they seeing 200,000. Then Def Jam, through their connections and people that they know, Def Jam come knocking with a $2 million check. Now you're with and not even now that you with a major label, you're partners because they pay for, no, they partner with Rockefeller Records. So it ain't like that they came and scooped them. No, we want a label deal. We want to be partners with you guys. You feel me? You know? So just finance us to do what we do, and we do a 60-40 split. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it went down. Sometimes you got to put yourself on at the end of the day. And therefore, you can go at your own pace and let people learn who you are and let your audience slow burn and build. But a record company, if they sign you and when they sign you, they want instant results at the end of the day. So, yeah. So, don't never think that you trash, even if you are. There's always room to get better. And somebody like what you're doing at the end of the day. It's just what it is. Everybody has an audience. You feel me? Everybody, you know. But again, when somebody put their money behind you, they want gratification. They want results. So they don't have patience and time to let your career slow burn into something. You got to be hot out the gate. So if you want to be conscious and self-righteous, and you want to deliver the message, you got to do that at the, mid stage or near the end of your career. But in the beginning, whatever that's hot, that's what they want you to do. Whatever that's selling, that's what they want you to do. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? So we're in the age of YouTube and streaming of all platforms. You are in the driver's seat to do a Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Biggs. You know, them guys got their money together, and doing what they doing, did what they did, and became what they became. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they were in the streets, and the streets back then and now is very different. It's hard to get money on these streets now. It's hard because of technology. The feds, they watching and they seeing everything. And even if you did figure out how to be on the low, you got snitches that'll tell on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you racing against time about when you're going to get caught, because you are going to get caught. You are going to get caught. So my thing is, you guys get a job, work your job, uh, try to get investors to help you with your dream and your projects so you can slow burn, build your audience, make you 200,000. And once these labels see that you started your own movement, then when they come knocking at the door, you can negotiate to be a partner. You feel me? Not an employee, but a partner. Them words change the game right there. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do a 360 deal. And if they pressing you into a 360 deal, make the most out of it. Get you $10 million and make them pay the tax on the $10 million so you can enjoy that whole 10 million. Then from that point on, let's make money. And then it need to be a number on the years of 360. Anything I touch, everybody make money. It need to be a cutoff and a number on that. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's say 20 years. 360, you give me $10 million, you pay the tax on it. I can make it off that 10 million for 20 years sharing my money. But then we gotta come back to the table. You know what I'm saying? Now let's evaluate how big I became in that 20 years. How much my records done sold. What is my worth as a whole? You know what I'm saying? So now we gotta come back to the table. So suppose I go to $100 million that if you want me to re-sign and do a 360, we need to do a $100 million deal, and you pay the taxes. Because make, if I'm worth 100 million and you pay me 100 million, that means you're gonna make $1 billion. That's how this go. It's always about the numbers, always. So let's get smart and let's, you know, be strategic and make our own moves. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. It's okay to be famous and not have no money, but the money that you gonna make because you remain independent and you refuse for the record labels to take your intellectual property and just do what they want and gonna make money off of you for years and years to come. And then the hurtful part is these jokers don't even want to take care of your kids or your family, you know, because once you gone, you gone. They don't owe your people nothing. They don't want to get no royalties or nothing. If you don't negotiate that in your contract, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, get your entertainment lawyer, a lawyer that's not with the record company, not affiliated. You know what I'm saying? Because they all going to be in the same boat together for the interest of the record company. You get what I'm saying? You know, people getting money off these streamers and YouTube streets. You know, so go ahead and get this money and see where it go. You know, because it's a big deal to be your own man or your own woman. You know, and if you're not hungry for fame, make it about the art. I just want to get my work out there. I want to do shows. I want to travel, and I think the money gonna come if it's meant to come. You become a millionaire, you gotta move because now you're among people that's hungry. Thanks for stopping by, whoever that was. Appreciate you, you know. And people hungry. But your day ones and folks that held you down, look out. Employ them folks. Employ your folks that held you down. Don't move on and just leave them unless they give you a reason to. If you tell them something and they still do it or don't do it, just send them home. You don't owe nobody nothing. And that's just what it is. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. You know what I'm saying? We back to the shorts now. We only going to give it up when it's the anniversary month and timeline. You get me? Because less is better. Less is better. You figure that out. This big day. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out. You know. I went to Canada recently and I had a good time, vacation and just enjoying life and you work hard, you need to play hard. I smoked me a real Cuban cigar and I recorded it, so y'all can go on my feed on Facebook or Instagram and check that out. And matter of fact, I can actually show you now. I interviewed the dude in Canada. Canada can and they authorized to sell real Cuban cigars. So let me show you this. All right, my friend right here. My friend, what's your name, sir?
Ali? All right, David. All right. He's telling me you see Cuban cigars are legal in Canada. And he done sold me Cuban, $20, okay? Legal. It's illegal in the States. So I'm actually getting ready to smoke a real Cuban. Okay. All right. That'll work.
All right. Now I'm not a smoker. So so I don't know what I was supposed to feel smoking that cigar. I done smoke Mexicanas, like real Mexican cigars, uh Caribbean cigars, uh and now the real Cuban. I was gonna buy 5 cigars, but it was the last night that I was there, or last day, and I wasn't gonna smoke each one of them joints like back to back, cause it was in the evening, and I smoked the one that I smoked. Uh, Thank you for coming by, and whoever you was. Um, yeah, I had me a drink. I went outside the hotel, and was people watching. Looking at how Canada flow. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good trip. Went to Niagara Falls, went into Toronto, and it was just awesome. My anniversary coming up. I'll be 10 years married to my wife, my second wife, and man, life good, man. That's all I can say. Uh, you know, I ain't rich. I work every day. I got what I need. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I thank God bless people that get off their butt and make it happen. They don't have excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm that one that took that McDonald's job. Every job that the average person don't want, I took that job. Cause I refuse to have my hands out asking for anything. And a lot of people is okay with that. But I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I got a lot of pride in these bones. You feel me? You know. Thanks for stopping by, whoever that was. Appreciate you. It hurt me to owe somebody. That's how I was built. That's the structure I come up. We ain't had nothing, and therefore it made you relentless of going to get what's supposed to be yours out here in this world. And I must say, from our struggle of having nothing, we want to give our kids and family members that grow up under us, we want to give them a better life. And you know what we doing a lot of times? We spoiling them. And they get a level and a sense of entitlement that, oh, you supposed to do this. You supposed to do that. Like, really? No, no, I ain't supposed to do nothing. I'm your family and I'm trying to help you because you fucked up out here and the people that supposed to hold you down not doing it. So as a family member, I'm trying to look out, but I ain't got to do nothing. So that's where the lines get twisted. You know, you go from being grateful to ungrateful to entitlement because you're doing it and you've been doing it so long. I don't do excuses. I had to leave home at 19 and I ain't look back because I had a good job because I was a vocational student coming out of high school. I wasn't trying to go to college. I wanted a job. My grandmother convinced me to go to college and said, look, do a year. If you like it, stay. If not, than leave. You know, so I was in a brick masonry trade, you know, in high school. When I graduated, I had a job waiting for me, brick masonry. So I was a bricklayer, you know, doing construction, you know, made good money. Thank you for stopping by, whoever that was, you know. And with that being said, uh, I worked from like June to maybe the rest of that year. And my mother got a letter in the mail the first of the year was telling her they was going up on her rent because I had this job making the money that I was making. And this was in 1988. I was making like $18 an hour as a bricklayer construction worker. And they tried to raise my mother rent to $1,500 from maybe four. And I was like, okay, cool, I got it. My mother say, no, you don't. You gonna move from around here and you gonna go get your own place and spend that good money there at a reputable, nice place of your own. So that same year, my grandmother died. So she saw me go to school, you know, but she didn't live to see me continue and get my degree. So, of course, I dropped out. And then my life journey began, the ups and downs, all my plans, it went to the wayside. So I had to figure it out. Long story short is it was no room for excuses. Either I was going to sink or sail. I chose to sail. I took any job that anybody was going to give me. I scrub your floors, scrub your dishes, scrub your toilets, flip your burgers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was before I graduated. I mean, I'm in school trying to get a little something, something. I wash dishes and, you know, and I eventually left the bricklayer job because I couldn't deal with heights. As we built the structure, the project I was on, we was going higher up. Anything over the fifth floor, I got height issues. I can't deal with the heights, you know. And so I had to figure it out. I bounced around from a lot of jobs to a lot of jobs until I found my niche, you know, where I belong, where it felt good at, where I felt like I knew what I was doing and I can be here long term. So find where you mad at in life, you know, because you can have all the good plans in the world, ready for the world, and then thank you for stopping by, whoever that was. You can have all the plans in the world until something throw you a monkey wrench and a curveball, and you got to learn how to fall and get up and pivot and go in another direction. You know, nothing is concrete. Nothing. Even when you figure it out, it's still room for error if the devil get in and you know have his way. That's why you got to stay prayed up, stay in the faith, know God, and have his covenant around you and on you and in you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hope somebody hear me and apply what I'm saying to you. You can't make it in this world without God at the end of the day. So that video was talking about Tupac being set up by Reggie Wright, the LA cop, that turned security, uh, that started a security company and was security for Death Row Records. And he was plotting on allegedly the death for Suge Knight and Tupac to take over the label with Suge Knight wife Salida. And it's like, man, you damn if you do and damn if you don't. You know, when you ain't got nothing, you always in survival mode. And once you get something, now you got to look over your back and look at everybody with a double look to see if they looking funny and acting funny. Let me give you some advice. Always keep space between you and everybody. Know as best as you can who to trust. Keep your circle small and make sure everybody loyal. Make sure everybody loyal. You know, test their integrity every so often. And the day that they not loyal, you get rid of their ass or you get from around them. It is what it is. You hold the cards. It's the reason that everybody eating is you. So you need to prove yourself. I need to know I can count on you and I know you got my back. And I'm going to reward you for that. So take care of your people. Treat people right. So if you got to get rid of somebody, they can't say, "Oh, you bugging and you wrong." No, 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 no. I did right by you, and you showed me that you disloyal, and I can't trust you. So go ahead about your business, and you go your way, I go my way. We good. It ain't got to get dirty unless you want to make it dirty, and then all bets are off. You know, it's either you or me at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, that's why you have to be careful what you ask for. You want rich, you want fame. It's a lot that come with it. You could be a regular Joe, and it's like people looking at your plate, looking at how good you eat, how full your stomach is, and if people hungry, they looking at you sideways to get some of that food off your plate. And what's the trip thing about that is that you could be helping people, but because it's you that God touched and put in position and saying to you every day, job well done. You've been putting in your time, you've been honorable, you've been ethical, and now I'm rewarding you by giving you what you have. And it might not be much, but it's big to somebody else. And they envy you because you doing what you supposed to do to be in position. And they don't realize all you gotta do is do your thing and let God bless you. But that take too long. Oh, I don't want to do all that. I want it now. I want what you want right now. I ain't trying to wait on it. And the envy of it all is you can help people, but sometimes it ain't never enough because they don't have what you have. They not the one in position. Thank you for stopping by, whoever that was. Thank you. You know, so I'm like, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. and you're going to inherit all the issues that come with it. That's all I'm saying. So it just seems like you got to be moving like you're a spy. You can't let everybody know your business, and you can't let everybody know what you know. That's the way you got to move. It seemed like it. You don't know who to trust and who not to trust. But every day going to be a challenge on who want to be trustworthy or not. And you got to make these decisions. So, first thing that I will say, never be accessible to everybody. Never. You know, I see stars that big time stars. They got assistants. They got people, and you got to talk to two, three people before you get to them. So you got to set up barriers like that. You got to, like, okay, you can't live near everybody. You got to be somewhere exclusive. You know, whatever kind of money you command in, you need to be a place where people got that kind of money on a regular and ain't tripping off what you got. That's just how I go. That's the way you got to move. Like these dudes getting money and they rich, trying to still walk among the regular folks. They admire you and they envy you, and somebody gonna jump out there and try to take what you got, or just end it for you just because. It's crazy, and you could be helping people, but sometimes I don't want your help, and you ain't giving me enough. So if I can't have what you got, then you don't need to have what you got. People really feel like that. So I'm just saying, bro, you know, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. And I'm going to say this: if God bless you with things that you want, you just be prepared to do what it takes to keep it by all means. Bottom line. Because the devil coming for you with everything, on everything. Big days, streets finest. Like, share, subscribe. Just been another one. Peace.